James, that's for pro boxing fans to like to be joined with Martin J. Ward. Martin, how you doing?
I'm very good, thank you very much. How are you, right?
Very good, thank you, mate. First of all, I want to talk about your teammate, John Ryder. Recently fought with Callum Smith, talks of controversy, robberies. What's your thoughts on the fight?
I was there in the arena, and the feeling was he won. He had the fight won. To be honest, we all thought he won. I thought he won. It was a good fight. It wasn't like by wide margins. And how the talking about it is 117, 111. How anybody can see it as that, I don't know. But personally, myself, I had John just a couple up, 2 up, winning the fight, and I was surrounded by old Scousers and like they all seen me shouting for John and whatnot, and they was all shouting for Callum. And at the end of the fight, we had a little chat, and he said, "How do you see it?" I said to him, "I think my man won," but I said, "I don't know if he'll get it up here." And they said the exact same thing. I said, "To be honest, we all agree with it." There's about 10, 15 of them. They said, we all agree with you, but I don't know if he's going to get it. And that's the way it went, sort of thing.
You mentioned you were there. What was the feeling inside the dressing room for John and Tony in your camp?
But after the fight, yeah, disappointed, very disappointed, like upset as well. John, as a professional, took it well. To be honest, he took it very well. But Tony was upset. We were all upset. Like there was a lot on the line. He put a lot into this fight as well. It's been a long time coming for him, and he's come back from big setbacks in his career, and he's so mentally strong. John is a mentally strong geezer. He's so he's very his mental strength is second to none, mate. To be honest, so to come back from the defeats that he's had and then get to that stage where Callum's like number one in the weight, and you could say he pushed him all the way, but I think he beat him. He had the winning of Callum at the time. Had the beating of Callum at the time, but Callum wins, and I think he moves on.
Let's talk about yourself. I saw on Twitter you put out you was looking at fighting Rene Alvarado. He recently won the world title himself. Is there any plans on that at all? What's the process in that so far?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I had a little chat with Eddie. I'm out in January 30th in Miami, so I was looking for like a good opponent, a good world rank opponent, maybe getting eliminated for the world title or something like that. But then I spoke to him in Liverpool the weekend, and he said we're going to try to get this Andrew Cancio fight. I said, oh great, that'd be lovely. I'd love that fight. And then I woke up to the news that he got stopped by Rene Alvarado. So I'll fight him. Simple as that. I'd love to fight him. He's the world champion, so it's where I need to be right now. It's where I've won the British Light Commonwealth and European titles. So I've come back from a loss. I've come back with four wins, and I'm getting good momentum now. So I think I'm ready for this sort of fight.
Absolutely. Now, turning away from yourself and looking at a big fight next weekend, Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz Jr. Yeah. In terms of the mistakes AJ made in the first fight, do you see the fix he's made, and can he come back and change those wrongs? Yeah,
of course he can. I think AJ took his eye off the ball and he knocked over Ruiz and then just went in for the kill. He just thought it was gonna all happen like the previous ones, and just got clocked with a big shot. But to be honest, I expect AJ to come out now next week and do a job, not do a job but do the job and get his belts back. Ruiz is a great fighter. His hand speed's phenomenal, and to look at him, it's ridiculous. The hand speed and what he's got for his size, the size of the man is. I think AJ's gonna. I think he's gonna be a lot smarter, and I think he's gonna box his way to maybe a points victory or maybe a late knockout.
And on the undercard, Dillian Whyte and Marius Watch recently had 2 there. With all the ongoings outside of the ring for Dillian, how focused and prepared can he be to get in the ring?
Dillian's a professional. I know from my teammate Spider, and he's been heavy in camp, and he's been knowing this was coming anyway. So and Tom Little was down here a couple of weeks ago, and he said he's been up sparring Dillian and doing a lot of work. He's on the card as well, but he's been up doing a lot of rounds with Dillian. So look, Dillian wants the Deontay Wilder fight, and he's not going to take his eye off the ball on this fight. I think he'll go out there and do the business.
Obviously, he's now been told he's been mandatory for WBC in 2021. Obviously, it's been going on with Dillian and WBC. Do you think he should still pursue that route, or could he go down another governing body?
He's a world-class fighter, so he can go down some a different governing body, but He's been chipping away for a long time at this now, and been thereabouts. So, well, it's entirely up to him, mate. It's entirely up to him. But he's a heavyweight, and there's big fights out there. There's more than just the one fight out. There's more than just Deontay Wilder. There's Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz. There's loads of good heavyweight fights that can be built up and like generate big money.
Talking of Deontay Wilder, recently blew out Luis Ortiz. Let's get your reaction on that first of all.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I never watched the fight. I only see little bits of highlights of it, and I see the scorecards before the knockout, and he was down on basically every one of them. But his power is phenomenal, isn't it? He can just switch them off, like whatever shot he lands, mate. And he's not the biggest heavyweight. He's like 15, 16 stone. He's not the biggest heavyweight out there, but his power is unbelievable. And it's exciting to watch, isn't it? Because you can never take your eye off the ball. Even with the Fury fight, putting Fury over in the last round, 12th round of the fight, and he put Fury over. How Fury got up from that, I do not know, but he's got incredible power.
You mentioned Fury got up in the first fight from one of Wilder's big bombs. Will that play on the mind of Deontay Wilder going into the rematch, because he knows he can get back up from that shot?
I'm not too sure about that one. Deontay Wilder is a world champ as well, and he believes that he won that fight. He didn't win that first fight. Tyson Fury won that fight, but it was a draw, so they move on. But Deontay Wilder going into the fight expecting to knock out Tyson Fury. Whoever he's had a half close fight with, well, he went to points with Stavern, and then he come back and knocked him out, and it was a couple of rounds or a round, like he absolutely sparked him, and then he had a close fight with Ortiz last time out, and then same sort of thing, like he's even been getting beat, and he just switched him off like last weekend. So his power, you can never underestimate his power. His power is there, and he can finish a fight at the blink of an eye like that. There, he'll knock you out.
Absolutely, and we are heading towards the end of the year, but also the end of the decade. For yourself, Martin, who's been your fighter of the decade?
Fighter of the decade? Oof. Fighter of the decade. I would have to say personally, I would have to say Tyson Fury, from what he's come back from where he was to beating the man who beat everybody, Klitschko, to all the drugs and mental health all out there, and then come back and do what he did to Deontay Wilder last time out. It's unbelievable. Now he's in WWE, and he's doing a lot more things. He's a real entertainer, and he's definitely my fighter of the decade. Fantastic.
Now, there have been some great fights recently as well. What about your fight of the decade?
Fight of the decade. Spider Richards in the background here, waving about. Fight of the decade. Who am I? Fight of the decade. You've got me there, James. Just because I've chosen Tyson Fury, with getting up from that knockdown from Deontay Wilder, maybe. I don't know. The Klitschko was a brilliant win as well, wasn't it? Then again, AJ Klitschko was a great winner. Like, that was a great fight and great win, wasn't it? I'm gonna go with. I'm not gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with. Who am I gonna go with? You got me here. I'm gonna go with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder.
And finally, upset of the decade.
Upset of the decade. Tyson Fury getting up in that 12th round.
Martin J. Wall, we've been Pro Boxing fans. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.